This is insane to me because this is a drugstore skin tint. I don't want to look like James Charles. So lately I've been loving the Maybelline skin tint, so I'm gonna use her today. I did also already have my boyfriend kind of check if the flashback is really bad on this, like with the photo or video. It didn't look too crazy to me. I've been really liking the finish on this. It looks very natural, very glowy, and that's what I've been liking so far. In my last video, I did say the Lancome foundation was my favorite one. It probably still is as a foundation. Just right now, the skin tint is like my go-to for my base. And mind you, I only got it like a week ago and I'm already obsessed with it. I also have oily skin, so that's what I was kind of like worried about at the time, but this works perfectly for me. I don't know if why other people didn't like it on their face, but this is amazing for me. I think this is enough. Sometimes I add a little bit more. I like this skin tint because as you can see, I have dark circles. I haven't needed to use a concealer for my dark circles at all, so that's why I really like it. The coverage is really good and I'm gonna show you. The main reason why I actually got this skin tint is because I wanted to cover those like acne marks that you saw right there. So usually that half a pump is good enough for one half of my face. So we'll see if that's the case today. What I do is I blend it with my fingers like this, and even though it's like super messy, I'm fine with it because later on I do go in with a dry sponge and I just kind of like pat everything into place so there's no lines or any unevenness. Before, after. This is insane to me because this is a drugstore skin tint, but it covers my dark circles, it covers everything that I wanted it to, and it's such a good finish. This is the reason why I've been using this over my favorite Lancome foundation all throughout this week, ever since I got it. I turned on extra light. I don't know if this makes it better or worse, but we're gonna roll with it. For blush right now, I have two choices. A safe choice that I always use, which is the Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Merlot Moment. I already did a makeup video where I already showed this, but this is the shade. I really love the look of like flushed cheeks, so this is my safe option. My other option as a blush I haven't actually used on my face before. Saatchi Beauty came out with a cheek stain, and this is in the shade I'm Hot. You know what? I learned my lesson dotting this on my face last time. I set my powder already, so that's kind of like user error on my part, and then I put this on top and it just wouldn't blend properly, even though it did say that you can blend it on top of powder. But I don't know if they meant it as put it on the brush and you can blend it on top of powder, or claiming that you can just easily blend this on top of powder. I don't know which one they were trying to go for, but definitely do not dot it on your face once you have powder already, because it's just gonna mess the entire thing up. Side note, I'm finally using this makeup brush set that my boyfriend got for me for Christmas like a few months ago. So I'm just gonna choose, we're gonna use this guy for the blush that I'm gonna try today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the brush first, and then I'll put it on my cheeks, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's dotted. I'm gonna do it on the back of my hand first, okay, to get off excess, and then we're gonna go on the face. I like to apply my blush in the center of my face. So that's looking very cute actually, but I have blush blindness syndrome, so I'm gonna add more. I'm also gonna use it on my eyelids because I love it when the blush matches my eyelids. It's just so easy. I admire the girls who can do like a whole eye makeup look. I used to try to do that. I don't know, it was just so time consuming. I just really like really fast, easy makeup nowadays. It looks so cute. To continue on the eyes, I'm gonna add this Urban Decay, that beloved Space Cowboy shade, and I'm so obsessed with this. I literally put this every time I do my makeup. I'm just gonna do this one side so you can see the difference. And I know it's like other makeup places have a dupe for this color, but I still haven't found one that it's like exactly the same thing. I usually don't do this much, but I think it's because I'm talking and I was getting so distracted. I literally just go ham on this product and it still looks so beautiful. So I guess I'll do like a mini eyeliner just to like accentuate my eyes. So I'll be using the Lancome Tint Eye Dot Ultra Wear. This is in the color Matte Syrup Brown. So I'm pretty messy with it. I just use like the tip of my nail. This is like the little difference that it makes. Okay, so you noticed my light died, so we're back to this type of lighting. Hopefully it's okay. I did last minute use a brush, and whatever leftover brown shade was on it, I just kind of like tried to smoke out my wing liner. And I did this mostly because I kind of messed up here. I kind of like made my liner a little bit too high, so I just used this to like smoke it out, and yeah, now it's fine. If your eyeliner kind of looks like it faded, I just went over it again with the eyeliner pen and now it's back. Like, I don't say a lot, like I know this is like nothing to some people, but to me this is something. This is like something I don't usually do in my everyday routine, and I ended up liking it. Okay, I guess the light's gonna be coming back and forth because I charged it for like only a minute and it's kind of like back to life a little bit. I like to use the Grande Brow because it claims to grow your eyebrows, make them thicker and fuller, and plus I actually like the tint effect that it has. And it's just, again, very quick. I really like products that are very easy to use. So just to compare. And hopefully my eyebrows have been growing since then. I think I did notice that they've been growing, but I did pluck my eyebrows a week ago to kind of just clean up, and I think I removed a lot of them. I really like this type of eyebrow shape. I actually wanted to go a little bit thinner too, but what's the point if I get rid of all my eyebrows when I'm using like an eyebrow grower? So the next thing I'm gonna do is curl my eyes, and I'm using the Shiseido eyelash curler. I kind of forgot how much this was, but it was like more than $20. I thought that was like crazy, especially as a teenager, but it really does make a difference. So this is the before, and just wait girl, just clamp. You won't really see the difference until I put mascara on because I literally have like super like lashes, and we're just gonna do a third time. So I don't know if you're gonna see it on camera, but I definitely see it. Also, I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm like balding here a little bit on my eyelashes, and I'm so sad about that. I'm just gonna work on one eye so you can see the difference between the two. Just gonna tightline and then mascara. So for eyeliner, I'm using that Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On shade 0. For mascara, I'll be using Clio Kill Lash. One thing I learned a while ago, like a long time ago, is that you're supposed to be doing your mascara like zigzaggy. I used to just like let my mascara just like, I'll blink and I'll let my mascara like just go like that. Recently, I found this type of result when I was like doing the whole zigzaggy method. Like, I know that's not crazy or anything, and probably like everyone does it this way, but I never did it this way until now. For my bottom lashes, I'm just gonna do like a basic brown and then do my mascara. I usually don't put bottom eyeshadow, but because I'm just trying to darken up the look, it's just another way to do that. I went a little too crazy here, so I'm just gonna like try to match it right here. For bottom mascara, I love using this Ilia mascara. It is actually called Limit Lash Mascara, and it's just in the regular black shade. I got this in like one of those birthday freebies. I forgot if it was from Sephora or Ulta, but I hate using it for my top lashes, but this one's really good for my bottom lashes. This one's more of just like a straight comb, and then the other side is more like raggedy teeth. That's how I like explain it to myself. I'll use the raggedy teeth with the zigzag method, and then I'll use the straight comb to just kind of elongate, and you'll see. You're gonna do the zigzag method, and I'm just very lightly, barely touching it because sometimes I mess up and it actually touches my skin. And with that method, coats your lashes. Then I go with this straight comb side to just kind of like elongate it. I literally saw like a big difference the other day. I don't know if it's gonna show on today's look. Hopefully it does. With this eye, I'm just gonna do it with like the zigzaggy part, and then we'll compare if there's a difference or if that was like just in my head or something. I'm so scared whenever I use my left hand whenever I'm doing my makeup because I'm not used to using my left hand. So for this instance, instead of my hand using the zigzag moment, I'm literally moving my head side to side like a crazy person. Okay, so straight from the get-go, I can see a big difference. This side looks shorter right now compared to that one because, like I said, the second step is to elongate with the comby part. So let me do that and see if they'll match each other. I don't know if I'm delusional, but I think it worked. So I guess I'm gonna contour. Usually I just go for like a regular brown shade, but I'll go with my Rare Beauty one since I have it. This is in the shade Happy Soul. So for like a contour stick like this, I like to use this type of brush. It's the other end of the Complexion Duo from e.l.f. I'll just go ahead and tap a little bit. And as always, put the excess on the back of my hand before I actually go in. I do the bottom part of my nose. I like to pinch it, and I like to do my nose above my nose highlight. Like, I'm actually not scared if it comes out really dark because the darker it is, the cuter it gets. So I like to connect my nose to my eyebrow, and I'm actually kind of like doing a V. Like so, nothing too crazy. Now we're just gonna contour my face. Not really contour, I'm just trying to bring back color to my face because it is gonna be nighttime, and if I take pictures, I want to look like James Charles. I don't want to be looking like a flashback Mary. I know certain people don't like Rare Beauty products, but I don't know, like I have like a love and hate with it as well. I mostly love it whenever I do use it, especially if I use a technique that I'm doing now where I apply it on my brush first, and then that's when I diffuse it on the back of my hand and then I apply it to my face. Like, I feel like it comes out looking really nice when I do it like that. I do know other people don't like Rare Beauty and they think it's overhyped. I haven't really used a lot of Rare Beauty products, to be honest with you. I've only used this contour stick with like some of her liquid blushes, and so far I've had like a great time using both. Contour is the part of my makeup step that I'm just kind of like winging every single time. I'm not trying to like make my face slimmer or anything like that. I'm just trying to bring back some color and some shape. I'm gonna go ahead and put highlight on these areas that you see. I'm gonna go ahead and use Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. As you can see, I only use that one specific color. This is the type of brush I like to use when I do my highlight because I just do little spots, and this is just very nice and precise. Lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty loose baking powder. I'm gonna put this under my eyes, my forehead, around my nose, my chin, and my upper lip. I use powder puffs to apply it. And always before I apply my powder, I do go back and I just make sure that any creasing that's happened is like taken care of before I set it. I don't use the Huda Beauty to bake. I literally just use it to set. So my light died. I guess we're gonna continue this portion without a light. What? My light's playing with me. For this part of my face, I like to use a different powder. I use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I use the same makeup puff to apply it. I don't know why I do it this way. I think it's just because I'm trying to use up all of the products that I have. I don't want to just keep using one and then all my other products are just like forgotten. I like to do it over here because I feel like I'm diffusing the product when my blush gets a little bit too low. I don't know if it does a difference, but I do it anyway. So we're on the final steps of my makeup. I'm just going to do setting spray and a finishing powder. For setting spray, I like to use these two. Whenever I am trying to go for that long-lasting makeup look, I will go with both of these. I've been wearing my everyday makeup look with no setting spray at all, and it's been okay, but since I'm going to a concert, might as well. Since I'm an oily skin girl, I do powder everywhere, so using the Milani Make It Last first just kind of melts the powder into my skin so it doesn't look so matte, and then I use the One Size On Till Dawn for longevity. Okay, so before we finish my face and put on my lips, I will be using a finishing powder. This is one from Morphe, and it is in the shade Sunrise. I never once used finishing powders back then. I literally only started using this. I've been missing out. I don't know if other ones have been this great, but finishing powders, chef's kiss. Especially to my oily skin, like I said, I have to like powder everywhere and it just looks so matte and I lose my dewiness and my naturalness. This adds that back to your skin. I actually don't know how much to use, but I just go with it. The only parts I avoid is like my nose. I don't want my nose to be shiny everywhere. I think my highlight is enough for my nose. To finish off the look, I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe off any skin tint that's kind of left behind. I'm gonna line my lips with this Revlon Color Stay lip liner in chocolate. I look crazy, but my light keeps turning off on me, but I'm basically just showing you how I saw a girl said to contour your lips. I just use this dark brown shade to like contour it in a way. I'll line the rest of my lips with this type of shade. This is the NYX lip liner in Natural. So that's how it's supposed to look like after you blend in the contour. And now we're gonna add the final touch. Regardless what I wear today, I am gonna be wearing a beanie. That's why my hair was so greasy in the beginning. It's because I knew I was gonna hide it in a beanie. So this is the final makeup look. So now that I've completed my makeup, let's go choose my outfit.
Looking at this spot where you were yesterday, it's like a vapor,